To wrap up Rags to Riches, we're gonna get you a Nightclub and an Oppressor Mark II. By the end of this episode, you will have absolutely everything you need to make tons of money going forward in GTA Online, so let's go. The first thing you're gonna wanna do, of course, is buy a Nightclub. To do this, we're going to Maze Bank foreclosures, and you can see there's 10 different nightclubs to choose from. Now, if you can afford it, I would recommend getting one of the 2 nightclubs in Vinewood. The main reason is it's just a more central location on the map. It's got easier access to the top of the map, which is where you're going to sell a lot of your product, but they are also the most expensive. So if you can't afford it, that's okay. You can get one of the cheaper ones, but basically the further north, the better. As for the upgrades, most of these are just cosmetic, except for storage. Storage will give you more storage to hold more product, as well as an option to add more garage space. Now, both of these I would recommend getting in the future. As for right now, probably not a massive deal if you don't have any other businesses, but after you complete all of the steps in this video, I would definitely recommend going back and buying more storage. Okay, so once we've got our nightclub all set up, we're gonna go inside, we're gonna get a cutscene, and then we're gonna need to do some setup missions. So we're gonna have to go get our nightclub staff, we're gonna have to go steal some equipment, and then we're gonna have to go get a DJ. All up, these missions should take you about 15 to 20 minutes. They're not the longest missions, but you do only get to do them once per character, so enjoy them if you haven't done them yet. And once we're back inside, we're gonna go to our nightclub computer. This is where it's gonna get a bit complicated. Here we have 6 different tabs: home, nightclub management, resident DJ, warehouse management, sell goods, and upgrades. So let's go through them one by one. Home just gives you an overview of how much stock you have and how much money you've made. Nightclub management lets you operate the actual nightclub itself. So here's where I have to do a bit of explaining. Stick with me, this might get complicated, but it's gonna be worth it. The nightclub is split up into 2 businesses: the actual nightclub itself up top, and a warehouse where you can sell, let's just say, not so legal goods down below. Right now, we're gonna focus on the nightclub upstairs, which is what this nightclub management tab is. Here you can see our current daily income is $50,000, and our nightclub popularity is full. Both of those are good. When our popularity is full, that means we will be making $50,000 every in-game day, which is 48 minutes in real life. And yes, you do need to be logged into GTA Online for this to actually work. Also, every in-game day, this nightclub popularity is going to slowly start to go down, which means every couple of hours we need to come back and increase our popularity again. So how do we do that? Well, we've got 3 different ways. The first is by clicking the Promote Club button. That's going to put us in a nightclub management mission that will fill up the bar a little bit. The next way is by going down to the Resident DJ tab. Here we can book different DJs, which will increase the popularity. The first time you book a new DJ, it'll cost $100,000, and that will fully restock that popularity bar. After you've already booked a specific DJ once, you can rebook them again and change DJs for only $10,000. However, that's only going to fill up the popularity bar by 10%. The third way we can increase the popularity is by kicking out troublemakers or escorting out VIPs. Every once in a while, normally about once every in-game day, Marcel, your bodyguard, will tell you about someone in your nightclub that's causing trouble. You can walk over to that blue dot on your minimap inside your nightclub, interact with them, and kick them out of the nightclub. Doing that will also increase your popularity. As you can see on your screen, your safe capacity is $250,000, so make sure to come back every few hours and access the wall safe inside your nightclub to get that money. Now we've got the warehouse management tab. This is for the underground warehouse, and here it gets even more complicated. As you can see, we've got 5 possible technicians and 7 possible products. All of these products correspond to one of the different businesses in GTA Online. Cargo and shipments is either a cargo warehouse or a hangar. Sporting goods is a bunker. South American imports is a coke lockup. Pharmaceutical research is a meth lab. Organic produce is a weed farm. Printing and copying is a document forgery office, and cash creation is a counterfeit cash factory. You can assign 1 technician to each of these products. Keeping in mind you only have 5 technicians out of 7 possible products, so you can't get all of them at once. But there's a few things you'll need to do before you can actually get these products. First, you're gonna have to actually hire the technicians, which is gonna cost a bit of money. And next, you're actually gonna have to own the specific business for the product that you want to get. For example, if I want to get sporting goods, that means I also need to own a bunker that's operational. Now, to clear up any confusion, the product that you earn in that business, so let's say your bunker product that you earn in your bunker, that has nothing to do with the nightclub itself. This is separate. This is money that you can make on top of money that you're already making in those other businesses. So the next steps that we're going to take in this video is, of course, actually buying the other businesses that we need. So which businesses should we actually buy? Well, I'm not going to give you an entire profit breakdown. I don't want to make this too confusing. If you do want like a really in-depth nightclub guide on how to make the most exact money possible, I have made an expert guide that will be in the description below. So if you're just here for the rags to riches, let's just cover the 5 that are going to be most beneficial to you. Those 5 are cargo and shipments, sporting goods, South American imports, pharmaceutical research, and cash creation. So you guessed it, in this video, we're also gonna have to go and buy a bunker, a coke lockup, meth lab, cash factory, and either a hangar or a cargo warehouse. Spoiler alert, we're gonna get the hangar. But before we do that, let's move down to the upgrades tab, and here you can see an equipment upgrade, staff upgrade, and security upgrade. The equipment upgrade will improve the speed that your warehouse technicians get product. The staff upgrade will reduce how slowly your popularity goes down, and the security upgrade will reduce the likelihood of your nightclub getting raided and you losing product. All of these are useful. I would actually recommend getting them in order that they're on your screen right now. So equipment upgrade first, staff upgrade second, then security upgrade third. But as for right now, that's not so important. This is something that we can do way later once we have the nightclub fully set up. So we're not going to worry about that right now. For now, our next process is going to be getting all the businesses that we need. Of course, we're going to need a lot of money for this. So if you're struggling for money, go back to episode 1 and 2 and keep using those money-making methods to get the money that you'll need for those businesses. So first, we're going to get the bunker. And again, I'm not going to go too in depth with each of these businesses. I have made standalone guides for all of them if you want a more in-depth breakdown. For now, we're just going to try and get you up to speed and get these businesses actually working for you. As for your bunker location, I would recommend getting either the Chumash bunker or one of the ones around the Sandy Shores area. If you have tons of money, the very best location is going to be the farmhouse bunker right here, but it is also the most expensive. As for the upgrades for this one, the only one I would really recommend getting right now is personal quarters. That just lets you have a bed there so you can actually fast travel and spawn there. Once that's done, head over to your bunker, watch the cutscene, do the setup mission, and we can move on to the next step. So once your bunker is set up, here's how it works. You've got 3 different bars in your nightclub: supplies, product, and research. You need to keep that supplies bar full so that your staff inside your bunker can convert those supplies into either research or product. If you head over to your computer in your bunker, you can actually change what you assign your staff to. You can either have them making only products, only research, or both. Product is what you're going to want to do if you want to make money, of course, and research, you want to do that if you want to unlock things like Mark II ammo and different upgrades for different vehicles. Both can be good, but for right now, I would recommend probably doing product, because right now we're just in a money-making phase. We can do research later. Now, to get supplies, you can either steal supplies or buy supplies from your computer. Buying supplies is a lot faster, but it does cost a fair bit of money, so I really wouldn't recommend doing this until you have the staff and equipment upgrades for your bunker. But with how we've got you set up in this series so far, that really shouldn't take you too long, because at this point you should have your submarine, your agency, and the Clock and Bell farm raid, so you can make $1 million in like 1 hour. Anyway, once your bunker is fully set up, you can head back to your nightclub and assign one of your technicians to sporting goods. And there we go. Our warehouse in our nightclub is starting to become operational. Now we're just going to repeat this process 4 more times. Next, we'll go get a coke lockup, meth lab, and cash factory. We can do this by first heading into Mazebank foreclosures and buying an MC clubhouse. The one I would recommend is the Great Chaparral Clubhouse. This is the cheapest and it's only $200,000. It's not in the best possible location, but you won't be using this much, so definitely just buy the cheapest one. Then we'll head over to our MC clubhouse, go to the laptop in the clubhouse, and from there we can buy our MC businesses. Now, what's cool about the MC businesses is the cheapest ones are actually in pretty good locations. locations. So we can just go ahead and buy the cheapest coke lockup, meth lab, and weed farm. And then just like the bunker, go over to all of those ones, do your setup missions, then head back to the nightclub, hire the extra technicians, and assign them to those products. Then finally, we have to get cargo and shipments for our nightclub. And to do this, we can either get a hangar or a CEO crate warehouse. Honestly, both of these are really good businesses nowadays. Both of them are good. I'm personally gonna get a hangar. I'm just going to buy the cheapest one down at LSIA. If you have the money for it, I would recommend getting one in Fort Zancudo. That is a better location and it gives you access to the military base. But just for the sake of setting up the nightclub, I'm going to get the cheapest one so we can move this video along. But if you did want to get a crate warehouse, it's a great choice as well. You would need to buy a CEO office in Dynasty 8 Executive first. Then once you have your office, you can go into the office and buy a crate warehouse. Anyway, as I said, both good options. We're just going to go for the hangar for today. Go and complete the setup mission for that one, hire our final technician, and boom, we've got a fully operational nightclub warehouse. From here, you can go ahead and buy your upgrades for all of the businesses if you like. It's up to you if you really want to do this though, because nowadays, just running something like the Cayo Perico heist and Dr. Dre contract is going to be the most beneficial way to make money along with the Cluckenbell farm raid. And for me personally, I don't really use many businesses other than the actual nightclub itself. But that's all going to be personal preference, so you do whatever you prefer. But in terms of making money, your best money-making methods are going to be Cluckenbell Farm Raid, Dr. Dre contract, Cayo Perico, and your nightclub. Now, if you want to end your rags to riches journey here, you can. But for anyone that wants to get a little bit of a crazy vehicle, let's say, we're going to take a look back at last year's Rags to Riches and finish this series off by getting the Oppressor Mark II. So let's do that now. Welcome to the finale of Rags to Riches. Across this series, I've shown you how to go from level 1 up to where we are now with millions of dollars and 9 businesses. So you may be thinking, what else is there left to do? Well, there's one thing. Today, I'll be showing you how to correctly buy one of the best vehicles in all of Grand Theft Auto Online, the Oppressor Mark II. Recently, Rockstar Games has increased the price of this one from $3 million all the way up to $8 million. But there's a way to get it for $2 million cheaper. So I'm going to show you how to do it today, and then your character, along with my character, will have everything they need to make millions and millions of dollars for the rest of time. So let's jump straight in. Here we are on Warstock. The Oppressor Mark II is $8 million, but you can see the trade price is $6 million, but it's a little bit confusing on how to get it. As we can see here, we know we need to complete 5 client jobs to get this discount, but how do we actually start those up? The game doesn't really explain it too well. Well, last episode, we bought the nightclub. That's step 1. If you don't have a nightclub yet, watch this series. I explain how to get every business and which order to buy them in. And once you buy the nightclub, you have the ability to buy another vehicle called the Terabyte. You can see that one here in Warstock for $1.375 million. Now, not only is this gonna get us a discount on the Oppressor Mark II, but it's also a really good way to make money on its own. So this is a vehicle that you'll want to buy anyway, but buying it now gives us that $2 million discount on the Oppressor Mark II. So let's click here and buy this one, and then this one is actually going to get delivered to the Terabyte garage in our nightclub. There's a specific garage for this vehicle. If you don't want to go to your nightclub, you can also request it through your interaction menu by going to Services, Terabyte, and Request Terabyte. If you do that, it'll spawn nearby. Alright, once we're inside, we have to watch this little cinematic here. Okay, now that we're back here, there's a few things. First is over here, there's a little vehicle workshop spot. This is actually the only location you can customize the Oppressor Mark II. And in order to get this, you'll actually need to buy it on the screen where you purchase the Terabyte. It's a specific option that says Vehicle Workshop. So, if you haven't already noticed, yeah, you will literally need this vehicle in order to customize the Oppressor Mark II, so you need to buy it. From here, we need to start up client jobs. To do that, we're going to head over to the touchscreen in the middle here, and on the top left, that's where we can start our client jobs from. Now, unfortunately, we don't have access to most of these. If you want access to the rest of these missions, you're going to have to buy the drone station upgrade for your Terabyte. In the long run, this might be worth it. The diamond shopping mission is very, very quick, only about 3 minutes, and it'll get you $30,000. But for now, we can just do the data sweep and the robbery in progress missions because they both pay the same amount of money, and they're only going to should take us about 3 to 5 minutes. So let's start up this robbery in progress. So these robbery in progresses are pretty simple. We just have to scroll through the cameras and see which bank on the map is actually getting robbed. Okay, it's the one at Route 68 out in Sandy Shores. Can do. Let's have a look at the interior camera. All right, there's the robber. Okay, we're going to head out there. I'm going to call in my Sparrow and we'll head out there now. All right, we're launching these rockets in. There's also going to be a Juggernaut on the inside. We'll see if we can take him out with the Sparrow. We'll have to get low to the ground. Nope, the game wants to lock onto the cops. And now it doesn't want to lock onto anyone. Okay, there's another cop down. Steady. Steady. Okay, no, it just doesn't want to lock on. He must be behind the wall. That's alright, let's run in. Oh, he's destroying the cops. Nades, that's going to be our best option. Cops, stop shooting me, come on. I'm trying to kill this guy. Alright, he's down, surely. Alright, in we go. There's going to be a guy in the vault as well. Yeah, you kind of need to pre-fire that guy because he has a shotgun and he will just destroy you. For some reason, that wall's bulletproof. Actually, you know, it makes sense. It's a bank, right? I almost died there, dude. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna leave you there. Oh, I almost just got cleaned up by a car. This has actually been quite an eventful, simple mission. Alright, but we should be able to call Lester, lose these cops, and then we just need to head to the destination. And that's it. That's a robbery in progress. They're very, very simple.
Why, hello. How you doing?
Yeah, remove one level. Easy.
No problem. I'll get him off your back.
Alright, see you at the destination. And there we go, $31,000. So we do that 4 more times. Well, we'll do a data sweep now, and then we'll switch back and do robbery in progress. We're going to have a bit of a cooldown, though, so that kind of sucks. Now, with these data sweep ones, we need to go around and scan or hack these target vehicles. Hopefully, this is the one here. I just scanned another one, and that wasn't it, unfortunately. Okay, that's the one. Good. Let's hop out here, take these guys out. This one, again, a very, very simple mission. Jump down here. Ow. Oh, okay. So pretty simple. Just steal the vehicle, drive it to the location, and we're going to get our 31K. We'll do another robbery in progress here as well. This one's at the Pacific Standard Bank. So this is the big bank at the top of the city. Same exact thing. There's going to be a Juggernaut out front. I just took him out. Now we've got the 2 guys inside. Got the bag. There's probably going to be a lot of cops out here, though, so this will be interesting. Alright, see you guys. I'm out of here. Lester, help me, brother. There's too many of them, Lester. Alright, we're good. And then this should be our last one. I'll need to hit another Cayo Perico heist to get that $6 million. And then we're good to go. Let me just yoink these bearer bonds real quick. Thank you, Mr. Rubio. And here we are, the Oppressor Mark II. And like I said at the start of the video, we are going to want to buy this specialized vehicle workshop. Not only will it store the Oppressor Mark II, but it will let you customize it and put missiles on it, which I'm sure pretty much all of us are going to want. So we'll buy this Oppressor Mark II. Boom. All right, it's going to arrive in our Terabyte in a second, so let's call it in, head over there and wait for it. Oh, it's already been delivered now. Easy. Let's just go in here, request it from our Terabyte, and it should spawn nearby. There it is. And there we go. We have the $8 million, now $6 million superbike. Gonna need to put the missiles on it. But what you can actually do is fly it down here into your Terabyte, just like that. So you go to the back right of the terabyte and it just stores it inside. It's pretty neat. So if you want to put missiles on it, which I would probably recommend doing, it's going to be $180,000. I don't have the money for that right now. Lamau, oh well. And there you go. You've got the bike. We have, what is it, 9 businesses now, I believe. This series has been a massive success. I hope it helped you out. At this point, you should have everything you could possibly ever want to make money in GTA Online. If you do want to go down the route of getting additional businesses, you know, buying every single property in the game, absolutely go do it. Just run your Kaya Pericos, your agencies, and go ahead and buy things like the auto shop. It's a great business. Crate warehouse, maybe vehicle warehouse, penthouse, whatnot. Lots of more things you can buy. But if we're talking about strictly the best ways to make money at this point in the series, you've got all of them. So again, if you enjoyed, if it helped, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff.